Good morning, people. It's Monday morning, week 17 of doing these vlogs, and it's a very, very unusual way to begin this Monday, and any Monday. I'm on my way to meet my favorite fashion designer, Sir Paul Smith. Insane, really. I'm so excited, and that's why I want to share this with you as well, because it's part of the week. Very rarely I do something for fun on Mondays, but here we are. Let's go. And the reason why I'm here today is because it's exactly 50 years since Paul Smith, the brand, was created. And Paul Smith created and published this whole book. And I managed to get onto this list because it's a book signing event today. And it's actually very, very interesting, and I'm very excited because we'll put like a photo screenshot here. But originally there was no spaces at all, but I kept pushing. I was like, hey guys, do you have any space? And last minute they said, yeah, we do. Someone, cancelled, and that's exactly why I'm here. So I'm really excited and just hoping to get like a photo or signature and buy the book. So we're going to add the photo probably somewhere here. Paul Smith signed my book that I purchased from him, and also I took a photo. And it's a very big moment for me, because let me tell you one thing, and this is the reason why I'm sharing all of this with you. As you work and as you grow, things get pretty boring, I would say, because it's just like day in, day out. It's pretty much the same thing every single day. And it's so important to find the things that really inspire you, motivate you, because otherwise, again, life is going to be pretty boring. So this is why, even with me, I'm pretty harsh with myself, and I'm constantly pushing, what I should do, and I'm never satisfied. But I do understand that I always need moments like these to basically just take a minute and enjoy life, enjoy things, because otherwise, again, it'll be one whole giant routine if you don't come up with those things and find those things that actually could inspire you, could help you relax and just enjoy life more. So I'm spending the entire day at a WeWork. To be honest, it's a pretty boring day so far, just a lot of work. But I thought I need to share this thing with you because I think it will be super valuable, especially if you're trying to build your app, your system, even a website, or even if you're trying to improve your own one that you already have. Let me show you this kind of framework, and I'll actually share my screen as well, and we might even send the file if any of you need it. Basically, here's a bit of context. One of my previous clients is working on a new product now, and he is willing to build something big. And he's already trying to raise money because he has a strong network, so he will most likely succeed at it. But I said, hey man, why do you want to, raise and build only later? Let's build something very simple right now. And it's like a very mini MVP product, very quick, 2-3 weeks to build, so that then you could raise money at a higher valuation and just have more credibility whenever you're talking to any potential investors or clients. You see, the thing is, when it comes to building any system or any app, a lot of people think that this is something that always takes so many resources, time, which is true. It is true. But to build something small, I think it actually only proves that you're capable of doing so. But at the same time, you're going to save a lot of money if you follow this sort of template / approach that I'm gonna show you literally right now. Okay, so look, this is the product that they are planning to build, and I am basically a consultant on this product. So it's not even my team building this, because basically they've said, hey Vlad, we want to spend just around $4 or $5K on this now ourselves. In the future though, you, TGR, are going to build this whole thing once we've raised the money. So this is why we're not building. Again, my job is basically just to be a technical consultant on this. So as you can see, introduction, scope, features and user stories. This is exactly how you do it. So this is their project. In the project, they have sort of two types of users: the consumers, the customers, and then they have the admin. So this is the type of stuff you need to include into the scope. Have the target user here, then it's features and user stories. As you can see, everything is divided into epics. So we have a map, we have search results, we have search filters, provider details, booking, feedback forms, providers management, notifications. Now, of course, I understand this might sound a bit vague, but the simplest way to look at it would be, what's your app or system you're trying to build? What are all of those features within your app? And then basically one by one, start mapping them out here. As you can see, title, okay, map visualization, view beauty businesses nearby. And here's the interesting bit. For every single epic, right, we have a user story. As a consumer, I want to see a map with all the beauty locations nearby my place. As a consumer, I want to see a map with all of the beauty locations that I'm interested in, and so on and so on and so on. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to essentially map out and describe the user story in a very short way, so that then the designer who will be working on your future app design would know exactly what are you trying to achieve with that. And as you can see, then I'm adding the target users, clarification, and sort of some comments. But the idea is that at this stage, we're doing two things. We're trying to identify the core functionality for your future app. And number two, we're trying to map out all of the user stories so that the designer that you'll hire in the future knows exactly what to do. And I've done it for every single feature here, as you can see. As an admin, I want to include the basic information about a provider when I'm creating blah, 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 blah. You map out the whole thing, done, cool. What's out of scope for the future MVP? You describe everything. Then there's also some suggestions here from my side on the tech stack, but at this point, you might not even need it. So the point I'm trying to make with this video and this whole sort of approach, basically they have around $4,000 or $5,000 as a budget for this mini MVP. So I've mapped out and prepared all the documentation. Now the client will approach a UI UX designer, not from our team, just a freelancer. And especially if it's a freelancer from a low or middle income country, for sure the design for this, because it's a small app, would be definitely doable within $1,000-$2,000, right? So step one, you get all of the documentation, and I'm sure we will add some screenshots and sort of some videos somewhere here. That's done. Number two, you get a designer to design the whole thing in Figma, ideally with a clickable prototype, for two reasons. Always better to show that to investors so you can click through the whole app, and also you can start testing your app with your future and first customers while still being just a designed Figma file. And number three, you take all of the documentation you have. Once you're happy with the designer, you now go to a full stack developer, hire him or her for 2-3 weeks, and basically build that mini MVP that you had in mind. So all in all of the documentation will take 2-3 days. The designer can design, if it's a very mini, simple app, 2 weeks. For building, another 2 or 3 weeks. So here we are, 5-6 weeks in total. So now with all of this, and just within $5,000, which I know is money, don't get me wrong, but still it's such a small budget in general, the client will go and raise money, talk to the first clients, and actually will be able to present their future product in a very, very crystal clear way and have a very specific roadmap. So instead of just waiting for that $1 million to come, or 2 or 10, whatever you're trying to raise and the budgets you have, do this exercise first. Look, if you have only $2,000, $3,000, cool. Just fit all into those $2,000, $3,000 and that's enough. Because in most cases, you can achieve a lot just by spending under $5,000 and spending no more than 1 month. You get massive results. If you need any screenshots from this, any files, anything, DM me. I will help out anyone for free who needs any support. Because I honestly, my whole intent, I just hate seeing people spending tons of money, wasting 9 months to find out that that perfect app is not needed. People don't need it. You run out of money. You are angry. And that's it. I'm telling you, save the money, limit the scope, focus only on the very, very core and significant features. Do this very simple V1, test it, raise money, and then keep moving. V2, V3, V4, whatever you want to do. But just promise me you're not going to waste any money. I'll help you out. Genuinely mean it, for free. I don't need any of your money. If any of you need a 30-minute, consulting session, whatever, just DM me, like literally. That's why this vlog exists, because everyone else, I hope my clients don't watch this, is getting all of the support by paying money. You guys are getting it for free, and I'm not gonna sell you any course or anything. One thing I'll say, because I literally just got a couple of messages from you guys, 2 messages today, I really appreciate it. Look, some designer, Jonathan, hit me up and said, hey Vlad, I'm doing this and this, let's connect. If you ever have a job for me or any project you want me to work on, just let me know. And literally I spoke to a client like 2 hours ago and we don't have a person for that. So I'll just literally right now message Jonathan to see if he's open to working together, collaborating. The point is, guys, if you see any way we could work now, DM me, let's connect. Even if we don't get to work together right now, cool. We'll work together in a year, 2 years from now. But please just take a moment just to say hi. Like, connect with me on LinkedIn, email, leave a comment. It matters, because let's be honest, most of us are in a pretty isolated world, okay? We work home, coffee shops, restaurants, but then we need to connect. And that's why I'm using these vlogs to connect with you guys. DM me. I hope this was useful, guys. And I'm back to just working, answering emails and doing calls.